Welcome back, everybody, and welcome to a new map, a new farm, a new series. We're going to call this one Through the Years. I'll explain that. We're going to build off of what we were doing on Old School Farm, but we're actually going to progress to some newer equipment. But we're not going to use John Deere. We're not going to use Case IH. I've decided in this one to focus on some Agco brands. Now, you can see this sign says, "Welcome to Alma." And no to my friends and families back home, I'm not in Alma, Nebraska. I am in Alma, Missouri. But I'm going to jump in this little gator here and show you why I've decided to choose this map. I'm still waiting St. Edward, Nebraska, patiently. The map maker on that is still putting updates. He's doing a lot of good stuff. The map looks neat. I think it's about ready to go out to beta testing, but it's not ready yet. So we're going to start this new series here, and the goal is to exceed what we did in Old School. Old School, we ended up with 15 episodes because I finally got to the point to where I was ready for something new, and that's going to be here. But now, this is why I've chosen this map. This map just came out. It's a fairly new map, but it has that small town Midwest feel. I can drive through this map and feel like I'm driving through one of the small towns around the area where I grew up in central Nebraska. So you have all your housing area here. You have a school and a church back here. This is one of our productions. I think on the front side is a ketchup factory, and on the back side is popcorn. You have a place over here to buy your fuel and your propane. Let's not run anybody over. We got a working car wash. We have a car wash that looks just like this in my hometown. You go up here and you can maybe turn it on. Wash your car. Go over there, pump some air in the tires, and then back out to the road. Houses up there. You got the fire station here to the left. Now this map was modeled off of the real town of Alma, Missouri. This is what their downtown area looked like, but some of the buildings have been modified to work for in-game play, such as this over here on the left is a bakery and a dairy. Over here on the right, as I drive into parked cars, is a diner. This building, if you were to look at Alma, Missouri on Google Maps, this would be the Bank of Alma. It's just a blank building. You have your mechanic shop and dealer up there on the left. We have an ice cream shop and a pizzeria here on the right, also a tailor shop. That is to get all of the productions that would really exist in real life into this game. But driving through these streets, it just reminds me of driving through some of the towns around the area I grew up in. There are 3 farms on this map. Right here to the left, you will see there is a pre-built dairy barn or dairy farm with a couple of decent-sized pastures on it. We will cut through here to show you. You got a house there. You got pasture on the right, pasture on the left, a couple of sheds. You got a machine shed, a Quonset hut, a barn over there, and the pasture wraps around, and then you have the junk pile. You got some old hay bales, some old equipment laying around. Love the feel of this map. You can go back down here to the gravel road down here. Actually, it looks like it might be paved. You got some road ditches on both sides, and then we're going to drive up here to the main farm, which is the one that we're going to use. Now, if you look at the top, I don't know what we spent $1 on just now. I must have fuel consumption or something still turned on, because we started out with $100,000. But we also already own a farm and some equipment. But the equipment on this farm is going to be modern equipment, so we're going to sell all of that equipment off, replace it with stuff from the 70s and 80s that we're going to start with, and then we're going to start farming and expand from there. So we're going to get up here. Once I get up to the farm, we did not start with a pickup truck. We just started with this gator that only goes 30 miles per hour. But you guys are getting a good look at this map here real quick. But our farm should be right up here on the left. You can see the grain bins. I'm going to drive into the farmyard quick and just give you an idea of what we're going to do. And then I'm going to cut the video, get the farm all set up, and then we will be back with the rest of the first episode. So turn in here, and there's our house to the left. It's a little bit more modern, but we're gonna leave the house for now. We have a machine shed over here in the middle, 3 grain bins. We have a Quonset hut over here. We have a header trailer with a Case IH header. Again, like I said, some of this stuff is modern, so we're going to get rid of it all. We have our junk pile back here, garden shed, a little tipper trailer, auger, 3 grain bins. Those will probably go. I'll probably do something a little bit more old school than that. Inside this Quonset hut, we have a Case IH, looks like a Maxim 115 and an Axial Flow 7150. That's all going to get sold, and then we go over to the machine shed. And in the machine shed, we have a drill seeder over here. We have a field cultivator. We have a mower, a windrower, a tedder, a rake, a Massey Ferguson wrapping baler, a John Deere 6230, and a planter. But like I said, all of this is going to go. This machine shed, I might go ahead and keep this machine shed. I might keep these 2 sheds. I haven't decided yet, but I'm thinking about keeping the 2 sheds. Got a horse barn back here. I'm not going to get rid of the horse barn. I'm not going to do horses right away. But I'm going to keep that. We have a sheep pasture over here, and then a cattle barn. I'm going to put down a hay shed, probably a chicken coop, and I'll explain that more later. We have a 4755 over here too, but I believe we'll go ahead and get rid of that. So that is just a quick overview of the farm. Actually, let me show you the land. So we have this grass. Oh, there's our mixer wagon. So this is the cow barn. If I go down this path here, it should take me to our slurry tank. It does take us. There's the slurry tank right there. If we go to the left, we own this alfalfa field. We do not own what looks like sunflowers maybe over there on the other side of that ditch. But we own this alfalfa field here, so one of the first things we're going to do is get rid of that alfalfa. And then I believe we own these 2 fields back here. So it looks like we have a cornfield right here. And I got a couple of mods on here that I've added. So this one is I don't know if it can decide. Field 4. So 19 acres. I don't know why it keeps bouncing back and forth. So field 4. Yeah, we're on field 4 there. So field 4 is 19 acres. Field 3 over here, the alfalfa field, is 9 acres. And then I believe we own this wheat field up here in the distance. And then all the grassy area in between. So yes, we own this wheat field, and it is at 14 acres. And it is ready to harvest. So we're going to go sell the equipment that we're not going to use, put up the equipment that we are going to use, and then I will come back and give you a quick tour of what we've done before we start in on the series. But this one's going to be called Through the Years, and this map is Alma, Missouri. Alright, we got the farm all set up, and we reset our money to 150,000. So I'm going to give you a quick tour. To start off, we have our 1980, I think it's an 81 Ford F250 here. I went with this blue color because it's similar to one my dad had when we were younger. I got a toolbox and an auxiliary fuel tank in the back. We did buy it from the John Deere dealer, so it's got a John Deere logo on the back, but don't let that confuse you. We are still going to run Agco equipment. So we go over here, and I did end up switching out the machine shed for one small reason, and you'll see why. Got a windmill and a water tank up there for when we need water. We have our mini till right here. We have our field cultivator, and then we have our drill with a roller that can pull behind it. That's the same width to make that process easy. We have our sprayer. Then around here we have pallet forks. I'm gonna leave stones on, so I have a stone bucket for the loader tractor, and then it's just your basic regular loader right there. Our water tank over here for when we need it for whatever. And then we got the shop. So inside the shop, machine shed, we have our Allis-Chalmers D21 and an Allis-Chalmers 440. Those are going to be our two main workhorse tractors. We also have our Allis-Chalmers 200 over here with the loader on it. I got the bale spike on there right now because that's one of the first things we need to do. And then we got our 1965 Ford Super Duty 850 flatbed that's going to be used to haul some stuff around. The reason I went with this machine shed is because I can go through this door right here, and here is my workshop area. So if I want to go out, this door right here, I can get right out here. I need to put some gravel or a path down, maybe there. We got our fuel tank over here. Got a pressure washer right there. I did switch out the silos. I know the grain leg doesn't visually attach to those two silos on the outside, but they are all four connected. And then I left the Quonset hut up for now. In here we have our 1965, I think it is, Ford C600 with our grain bed on it, and then our Gleaner M3 combine that we're going to start out with. And if I go around the corner, you'll see I have a 6-row corn head and then a 24, I think it's a 24-foot platform head for the combine. Right here, this is going to be our stone crusher, so we're going to make our own lime. So right here, this is where I'll turn it on. I'm going to have to add water and stones, but I'll just dump the stones in there, put some water in the water tank there, and that's going to turn stones into lime. Now if I run across here, I left the horse barn up just because I like the way it looks. I might run some horses eventually, but it's not what we're going to start with. We have our mower and our rake right here. And then we have a chicken barn. We have our cow barn. We have a hay shed, and then we have our sheep barn. So we're going to start off doing sheep and chickens. So I'm going to go over here and go ahead and buy some sheep. We can hold up to 100. I'm going to go ahead and let's start with 30. Actually, you know what? We'll do 15 bin times. And then we'll go down here and do 15 Stein shafts. And then we'll do 1 Stein shaft ram. And where's it at? Where's my Bentheim? Is there not a Bentheim? There it is. And 1 Bentheim ram. Now what I should be able to do is go into my animal menu, and it'll tell me that they need 4,800 liters of grass a day, 57,000 liters of grass a year to remain healthy. So we're going to go jump in the D21, and we're going to go mow a couple of strips around the outside of the alfalfa field just to feed them for today, and then we'll come back and buy some chickens and start on the wheat. So we ended up with 7 bales, so we're going to feed the sheep quick, and then that's going to be it for this first episode. And then we'll come back in the next episode. We will buy some chickens, harvest some wheat, bale some straw, and get the chickens ready. But I already think I know what's going to be one of my first purchases, because I found out that this tractor, whether it's just because it's such a lightweight tractor, if it's the way the mod was made, I don't know, but it doesn't quite have the weight and balance to be handling these 6,000 pound. You can see there it's already trying to tip. So it doesn't really have the weight and balance to handle these 6,000 pound bales, especially on these slopes. So I already think I know what our first upgrade is going to be, and that's going to be probably a little bit bigger tractor to be putting on the loader. Because if this can't handle a 6,000 liter hay bale, then we're going to have some issues. So I'm going to go over here. There should be a trigger. It's not actually right inside the bale thing. It's, yeah, kind of right there. Alright. And you can hear the sheep. They're happy that they've been fed. He comes running, wants some more. Let me go get this other bale. I'm going to go ahead and get them too, because if that's 6,000 liters, that should feed them for a couple of days, which will give me some time to get the wheat out before I come back and do the rest of this alfalfa. So there we go. Actually, you know what I might do quick is show you guys how this hay barn works, because you can't actually go in there and stack the bales yourself. It's set up as a storage facility, so that's why you see the 2 triggers over there. So let's show you that quick. Drop that one off. Did I get the spot correct? So now if I go in here, we now have 12,000 liters of grass there for the sheep. If they're going to go through 4,800 a day, that's almost 3 full days worth of food right there for them. So we're going to call that good. I'm going to get out here and close the gate. And now, now this might not work because I might have the trailer turned wrong. Let's see, I might be able to get do this unorthodox way here, because this tractor already has horrible balance, so let's just make it worse. Let's see if we can spike this bale right here. Look at that. Yep, told you. Woohoo! Let's 3-wheel it. Oh, now we'll drop it down. Turn around. What I don't know, I wonder if I can just pull the trailer. That's what we're gonna do a little bit of experimenting here. We're gonna do a single bale first. I might just be able to pull the trailer itself over the trigger and it'll just take them for me. So we'll try this first. So there I put the bale down and I back away and it disappears, and you'll see it's now in there. So now when I want to get the bale out, I have to go over here and I'll request it, and then it'll spawn back outside so I can pick it up with a fork. So let's go see if the trailer will just take them automatically. So anyway, we have some big things. I got some big things planned for this series. There's a reason I'm starting with sheep and chickens. You'll see that if you keep watching. As always, make sure you hit the like button to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and then hit the notification bell for future updates if you like this content and want to see some more. Alright, let's pull up. Yep, see, it automatically took them. So now we got 5 bales there in storage. We fed them with 7. But as always, thank you for watching. I just gave you your instructions on what to do. I think I'm maybe up to 15 subscribers by the time I publish this. But as always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.